Advocate Ramsepele, of accused number 2, took on this guy, House, the new cell phone expert, and he asked him questions. As you begin to listen to this man, you realize that no, man, what is being said here, and what is being said here, it's really something that I call it. I don't think it has anything to do with the case, but I think it has all to do with the public image now, and the public perception. If you're looking at things through, you will realize what I'm saying. They are calling witnesses, and we've been saying, or we've been missing the mark to say these witnesses that are being called here, they've got to do with the case, and so we've been frustrated. We've been leaving this aside that no, these witnesses have really nothing to do with the case, but all to do with managing public interest, creating narratives, and at the same time, right, it has all to do with all of that. But we're going to get into the cross-examination by lawyer Ramsepele. The Gideon House was being cross-examined by Ramsepele, referred to the photo taken in November 2022. Ramsepele, at the time of this photo was taken, accused number 2 was already incarcerated from June 16, 2022. He couldn't have taken that photo. How? There's nothing I say about that. You see, the problem that we have with this expect is that you are coming to testify, you are creating a narrative, but when you are called into account or called to account for things like that, then you are no longer there to account for that. But I know for a fact that you are here for all the things that are necessary. So I put it to you that you do the following. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contributing to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, so now as we proceed, there was a photo that was recovered from Ntanzi's phone in February 2021. At the time, Ntanzi was already arrested. So if you recovered a photo, it shows that there is something. It's either the police who were keeping these phones were busy messing up with these phones in the name of the accused, not knowing that whatever they were doing, it was going to catch up with them. You can't tell me that there was a photo taken and deleted in 2021. The guy was already arrested in 2020. How are you going to reconcile that? They can't reconcile that. Instead of the expert reconciling to that, then he tends to do what? I don't know, I wasn't there. Why are you here to begin with? Why are you here on the stand? You'll understand. I'm going to make a separate video about that. Okay. My instruction is that the accused number 2 knows this Lungsane, but is not accused number 5. There, boom. The cell phone expert being exposed, and horribly so. Like this, Yoh Ntanzi and his lawyers busy exposing this guy to say, you are saying the number that I used there, Lungsane, the number that I have in my phone, it belongs to accused number 5. But no, that numbers belong to Lungsane. That is not Ntuli. But that, you know what I'm saying? Guess what? The expert responded by saying, a comment on that. This information, I got it from the phone. You know, but you should, as a cell phone expert, you should have verified these things to say, how is the relationship between this person and this person? Why are you painting a narrative But when you're supposed to sustain the narrative, you are now distancing yourself and say, no, but I got the number on the phone. This thing of relying on a true caller, it is creating problems now. When you have to account, you are just saying, I got it on the... Guys, I have numbers on this phone, right? Some of those people have even forgotten their names. I've got over 500 contacts. Majority of them have forgotten their names. You are... guys, it's... I got. Lungsane is not accused number 5. The number that does not belong to him. He instruct me that they are allowed to make calls in prison, and he does speak to this person on weekend when they are allowed to make calls. In other words, the Lungsane you see on my phone that you are mistaken him to to mistaken him is something else. It's another word. The Lungsane that is on my number and that when you are saying it's accused number 5, right? That person, I even as of now, while I'm in prison, we do talk to each other on weekends. This is to say, the problem of this guy getting exposed is because it is as if the South African Police Service does not have material to verify things. It is these people were not doing investigation, but they were sitting on the table drinking coffees. Now they came to court to paint a narrative. When they are questioned over their own narrative, guess what? I can't comment on that one. Right. You see what I'm saying? Hey. Hi, God. This number was identified by Colonel Stein and the investigation team through Section 5. But does the number belong to Untuli? No, it belongs to Lungsane, the person that we are in conversation with even today. So, you know what I'm saying? So, let's leave it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Yoh Ntanzi busy exposing this cell phone expect, guys. Big time. Okay. He says that this number was identified by Colonel Colonel Stein through Section 205. This number was identified by the investigating team, but not me. But why then? When you are called to account for that information you are rendered in court, then now you want to distance yourself. What were you here to do? You know what I'm saying? He says that the number, how says the download revealed that the card was ported from Vodacom to Cell C. And guess what? Ntanzi is going to say, Ntanzi denies never porting a number to Cell C. He says he was never on this, never used the network Cell C. You know what I'm saying? You know what? We've got a problem here, guys. He does not deny nor agree that he used the other number. He will wait for evidence from cell phone providers to confirm that he used this number. But he's like, nah. You see, the problem with this thing of the state, you know what? I don't even want to call them. I don't want to use some harsh words on these people, but I feel for these people, and I'm very much ashamed because whatever they are doing, it is bringing the name of the South African Police Service into disrepute. And that's the problem here. The problem is the name and the integrity of the institution, South African Police Service. And that is the institution that is supposed to be trusted because, by definition, South African Police Service occupy a high position in society. Speaking of them as an organization, right? So, you don't want to tamper with the image, the perception, and the credibility of the South African Police Service at large. Because, look, by design, we're supposed to have a certain respect for police. When you see a police vehicle pass by, one, you're supposed to have that sense of respect, sense of fear, but at the same time, sense of relief to say, you know what, police are not supposed to be seen as cruel people, but they are supposed to be seen as people who are dealing with, who does not have time to deal with criminals, right? They arrest you. So that's the fear comes from that. But the relief then says, when we see police passing by, right? The first thing that should come to your mind is that, you know what? I should feel safe. You know what I'm saying? That's the image that is, and the perception part or the perception aspect, as you look at the South African Police Service, you should feel that. You know what I'm saying? Every time when a police comes on the box, especially in a case like this, they are supposed to make sure that they build and they create more of that perception for police to be respected in society, for police to be feared. A bit of fear must be there for us to respect. We must have a bit of fear for police, right? And then we must then balance it with a bit of relief and freedom among police. But looking at what has transpired in the sense of Meyiwa case, where we saw police doing whatever they were doing, it does not help in terms of promoting the things that I've just mentioned now. But rather, it creates this thing to say, police, we are not safe. With this one, we are not safe. It doesn't create the image that, you know what, we might have corrupt police, but generally police, we are safe. It doesn't help in terms of that. There's people who are involved with the South African Police Service. They need to take this whole thing that is happening in the Meyiwa case into review. Because, honestly speaking, this is not helping. It is very important. Look, the public perception about police is very important. The credibility of police is very important. The image of South African Police Service is very important. And I will not lie to you guys. This institution is very important. Right? It's very important by definition, not by what we are seeing now. Or, you know what I'm saying? This institution of police, guys, is very important. These people, imagine a country without police. Imagine a country without police. You know what I'm saying? It'll be difficult because everybody does what they want. So by definition, police, they're supposed to gain that type of respect. We're supposed to respect them, honor them, because they are doing an incredible job. But listening to what we are listening in court, it doesn't help in terms of feathering that thing or creating such perceptions in our minds.